Hello and welcome back to the Cricket Nerds podcast. It is the full contingent of cricket nerds today. And today, first thing we're going to be talking about is a bit of that Asia Cup. Because the competition's starting soon. It's T20 format. And we're all quite excited for it. There are some interesting sort of storylines in it. There's always the drama of India versus Pakistan, but also quite a few interesting matchups as well. We've got Virat Kohli versus every single bowler that hangs it outside fourth stump. We've got Babar Azam versus what's his name, Rashid Khan. So there are some spicy things going on. And first of all, are we going to do a cheeky sweepstake for who we're going to be supporting during this Asia Cup?
Yeah,
because realistically, we don't have that much of a dog in this fight. So, Zach, do you want to get us cracking with the wheel of fortune?
Right, here we go. Here's the wheel. So we've put India, Afghanistan, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Pakistan, and then a qualifier. So good luck to whoever gets the qualifier. It'll probably be me. Should we go with Benji first?
Yeah, go on.
Right, Benj, come on then. Benj, you are going to be supporting. Oh, Sri Lanka.
I'm in Sri Lanka.
Yeah, when you do Hasaranga de Silva.
Yeah, they've got a great team.
There's worse people. Right, James, you'll go.
Oh, come on, India or Pakistan.
Afghanistan.
Okay. Rashid Khan. That's fine by me.
Mohammed Naib. I don't know. Yeah.
Mohammed Nabi.
Yeah, it's Mohammed, the captain.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's Mohammed Nabi. Yeah, he's Mohammed Nabi.
I mean, we could call him Naib if you want.
I just read it wrong. Right, my choice. After that, I'm getting the qualifier. Watch this.
Oh, no.
Stay on India.
He's got the cheat codes.
Right.
He's fixed it.
Nice.
Right. Okay.
So we've still got Bangladesh, Pakistan on the qualifier. So I reckon first come, first serve in the comments. Whoever says their team first gets it.
I mean, all the comments are going to be saying we're going to support India, really.
It'll probably be PD, won't it? He'll be the first one to comment and get whoever.
Yeah, it's going to be PD, Am I Ready, and whoever else.
Yeah. Anyway, should we get into the actual games that are happening? Because the first game takes place on Saturday, which is quite close. And it is Sri Lanka versus Afghanistan. Sri Lanka being the host in the UAE, which is a bit weird, but there we go. Thoughts on Sri Lanka's squad? What are we thinking? Because what we're used to with Sri Lanka, if you think about their team in the past with the greats of Muralitharan, Jayawardene, Sangakkara, Chaminda Vaas, they've not got these players anymore. Who would you say are the standouts in this team?
We've already spoken about it, haven't we? Like Hasaranga is sort of their current, main go-to person, isn't he? With that all-rounder. But they've got they've actually got a really, really good all-round team, I think. They've got Pravid Desai, the lad who's the new young Malinga. We saw a couple of stars in the IPL. The lad at CSK, who I can never get his name right, but Thikshana, I think his name was.
Thikshana.
That was it, Thikshana. But he looked incredible with his really awkward mystery spin. And then, you've got Hasaranga and Chameera can bowl at pace. So they've got something to cover all bases. I don't really want to go through and read the whole squad out because that's boring. But they've really got some star players all over the place.
Someone I do want to mention is my boy from Punjab, obviously, Bhanuka Rajapaksa. He's got the ability to take the game away if he's in form like he was in the IPL. So that's another exciting thing. I think, Sri Lanka are kind of the sleeping lions of this tournament. You could very easily underrate them, but actually they've got a pretty strong squad and quite a few superstars in there that you don't immediately think of when you think of the Asia Cup. So I'd be quite excited for them. Should we go on to their opponents?
Yes, just quickly, because I think it's worth mentioning that Chameera is actually out with injury. so he's actually not going to be
Right,
playing.
okay.
So
Have
that's
they
a bit
released
of
all
a-
the squads? I can't find where the squads actually are, to be honest.
Yeah, they're on Quick Info.
Oh, I'm trying to find them, but never mind.
Yeah, Afghanistan are looking all right. They've got Mohammed Nabi, let's say that right.
Now,
as the
Mohammed Naib,
captain.
yeah.
And he's always someone who will bowl quite economically and he can strike it to all parts. So he's definitely going to be a useful one, along with Rashid Khan, who is going to be coming off of being at the 100. So he's going to be a bit jet lagged, but I'm sure he'll do fine. He's used to it. And then the other standout player is Majib Rahman, who has had a few stints in the IPL in the past and played in the Big Bash.
I also think they've got Naveen Ul-Haq, who is the guy that has a similar action to Bumrah, in the way that he hyperextends his elbow. So that's quite an exciting. I think they've actually got a pretty decent bowling attack. I've seen good things from Ramanullah Gurbaz, the wicketkeeper batsman. So I think overall, it's obviously not that strong a team, but they have got some highlights in there, and that bowling attack is actually quite exciting. That could rip through a top order, especially in the middle overs as well. You think of Majib, Nabi, and Rashid Khan all bowling in those middle overs. They could take quite a few wickets if they're on song.
Yeah, I know they struggled against Ireland recently, and I think it all depends on whether their openers can get them off to a good start. So Hazratullah Zazai, he's like their key batsman at the top of the order. He scored one of the quickest centuries in 2020 cricket history. So it'll be on him to get the team off to a good start, and hopefully they can post dangerous scores that their bowlers can defend. Because as good as Mohammed Nabi and Rashid Khan are, they don't want to be defending 120, 130 every game. They want to be 160 plus. So yes, we'll see what goes on in that game, but a good game to start off. And then India versus Pakistan. This is the big one. This is what everyone's going to be tuning into.
I'm well excited for this.
Babar Azam versus Virat Kohli. Well, Virat Kohli
Not
is
Babar Azam. I thought they were saying somewhere else that Babar Azam was being replaced as captain. No, never mind. I read something completely wrong.
Cool, that is absolute. That's some proper fake news.
Fake
that
news.
The cricket nerds are spouting right there.
Ignore that completely. I read the wrong thing.
No, tell you what. Big news for that match though. Shaheen Shah Afridi has been ruled out for injury.
That is massive.
That is massive because, as we know, in the last few years, despite being very young, he is one of the best bowlers in the world. He's really tall, left arm, express pace. That's a big relief if you're an Indian batsman, I think. But I mean, just looking at these squads, they are really, really good. And I think because we on this channel focus a lot more on the IPL than the PSL. So, it's very easy if you do that to have kind of bias towards the Indian side, when actually there are a lot of really good players in Pakistan. Like you think of the leg spinner, is it Usman Khadir?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
He's class. I think he played in the 100 last year for Welsh Fire, and he was really, really good. And yeah, they've got tons of really good players. Well, who do you think, Benj? I want to focus on you.
I really like
win?
I really like Shadab Khan as a player. I think his leg breaks are really good, and he can bat anywhere. Like for the, I think he was Islamabad United's captain this time last year, and he really smashed it around for batting at sort of number 4. Definitely promoted himself when Alex Hales and Paul Sterling weren't there. But then you've also got, with that, weakened pace attack of Pakistan without having Shaheen Shah Afridi, but you've still got Haris Rauf, you've still got Naseem Shah, who are also too young, and Naseem Shah brings some youth and Haris Rauf brings some experience, and they can both bowl at express pace. So it'll be interesting to see how the Indian batting attack fares up against that. For my money, though, I would still tip it in India's favour. I just think they've got a more complete squad. I think they've got more match winners. I think they've got more, just more almost about them. They've got such a massive depth of talent that coming through that really there could be 50 players in this squad who could all, be fighting for a place. We saw them in the recent series against sort of England, and Yuzi Jahal was just doing all sorts and taking wickets, and if one bowler or batter had an off day, then the other one picked it up and picked up the slack. So, I mean, for me, yes, I tip it in India's favour, but I wouldn't rule out Pakistan. I mean, any other thoughts on that from you two? Any players to highlight?
Do you think there's an argument to suggest that it will come down to the team that has the best balance? Because I feel like of both squads, yes, I know they're not having Shaheen Shah Afridi, which is a massive blow to them, but I feel like Pakistan know their starting 11 and know their roles a bit more than, say, India do. Because you're right, Benj, India, in terms of star quality, in terms of having those match winners, they stand out in the competition. But who are the 4 bowlers that India will pick? What is their batting lineup looking at? And I want to come to James, because James, I think you have a few ideas on their bowlers and what their bowlers should be.
India, this is.
Yeah.
I think they have to pick Arshdeep Singh because
he's from Punjab Kings.
Because he's from Punjab Kings, and that's a good enough reason anyway. But also because he's been so good at the death, like consistently, and you got to go on recent form, I think, with competitions like this, because that's where people get the confidence from. And we've played cricket at a very, very amateur level. And that confidence is really, really important in anything you do. I think Yuzvendra Chahal is somebody that I would like to see play. I would also expect to potentially see someone like Ravi Jadeja or Ravi Ashwin. I don't know if I'd expect to see both of them because of the length of batting lineup that India can produce. And I think they do similar things.
Yeah, he's in the squad.
He is in the squad, yeah.
Yeah.
But this isn't the UAE, and I don't know. I'm trying to remember. I don't think Ashwin has performed that well when bowling in the UAE, so that could be something that tips it in the favour of Jadeja. And then, just on recent form, because you've got Hardik Pandya, he's got to be in there. He walks into that side for me. Then someone like Bhuvi, who can open and just hoop it around corners. Yeah, I think that would kind of be where I'd go. Obviously, you can't go wrong. Like Benji was saying, you could just pick a random 5 or 4 bowlers. Yeah, it's going to work because you can still have like Ravi Bishnoi in for Chahal, and you're gonna get wickets. Yeah. So yeah, I'm very, very excited for it. It's gonna be a very good game.
Would you be brave enough to pick Deepak Huda over Virat Kohli?
Personally, I would, because like I said, you go on current form with a competition like this, and as a brave man, I would pick Deepak Huda. However, I 100% understand the argument for backing Kohli. He's had a bit of a break now, so maybe that'll do him some real good. And, even if he's been on a terrible run of form over the last 2 years even, that as a bowler, just the fear that you're going to feel bowling to Virat Kohli is going to be unparalleled. So, yeah, I think you have to pick Kohli, but I would pick Huda. Should we end it there? Yeah, that's a good place to end. Yeah,
I reckon so.
It's just been Asia Cup special. We will cover more on like the next England-South Africa test, which, quick preview, England are going to win Bazball all the way. And then, we'll do some other stuff at some other point. But for now, thank you very much for watching. Let us know down below who you're supporting in the Asia Cup. First 3 people to comment get to steal the sweepstake places. And leave your Cricket Nerds questions down below, because we've been severely lacking in Cricket Nerds questions and we like the interaction. Exactly. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you so much for all the support recently. The last video did very well. Let's hope that this video does well. Please tell your parents, tell your aunties and uncles, because we haven't had a video do well that Benji's been in for a while. So, give the guys some self-esteem.
The Shupman Gill stylish young player, that one was okay. I'll take that.
Yeah, that was all right. So yeah, thank you very much. See you guys soon. Goodbye.